Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition. Choir Boys Outdoors. Not going to be a long rendition. We just got done with a blade talk with Scab and Joe, with Mr. Joe Flowers. What a phenomenal guest he was. And Joe Flowers, thank you so much for coming on. And Joe Love, thank you so much for all the work you do. And guys, when I get done with this video, because I want to make this quick, check out that blade talk with Scab and Joe with Joe Flowers. Dude was awesome. Listen, I made the mistake of not doing my intro yesterday. So I'm going to show you a couple knives. This is the Aries Rex from Rosecraft Blades. Now I'm going to show you some knives as I do my intro, and just some of them have something to do with the video, some don't. But let's get started. There was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We talk about that a lot. When I say we talk about that a lot, what I mean is this. You can read 4 articles today, and all 4 are probably going to have a different number. That's why on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Bets anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. You have a place here. You're welcome here. That's all that means. We back to blue over here. We support Leo. People don't get it. I don't have the time tonight to explain it. How do you do it, Scabber? Well, I don't break the damn law anymore. And when I do, because I accept responsibility for it. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, you can tell by the title what we're going to talk about. Now, here's the deal. This video is a long time coming. It really is. It really, really is. And I want to approach it from a different way. I don't want to approach it from a normal Scab petty way, or this is the way it is, or I don't care if you like it or you don't. I don't want to do that. Because I want to have an honest discussion with you. Over these past couple weeks, really, since I got into this thing, I've noticed there's a great divide. Chinese knives, American knives, etc., etc. Some people won't buy China, some people do. Some people get worked up over it, some people don't care. And here recently, there's been a couple of comments made. Now, this is a video I've been wanting to do. All these comments have showed as maybe it's time to address it. Guys, I want you to understand something. This is an Emerson Rendezvous. Billy from Apex Alchemy sent it over to me. I'm going to test it this week. I have worked on the books since I was 15 years old. Now, I started working when I was 13. And I have worked my whole life. Starting at 22, I started working 2 jobs, right? And I did that all the way up till last year. As we speak right now, I work about 10, 11 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week. I've always worked. Why does that matter? What does it have to do with knives? This. I am an American worker. There's no disputing that. See, there's this big deal now, well, support the American worker. And that's what I'm going to do, hopefully, with this video. I buy American as much as I can, all I can. I prefer American blades. After that, if I want to be honest, I prefer blades in Taiwan. Work Tough Gear is near and dear to my heart, but that's not the only reason. The Taiwanese manufacturers make phenomenal knives. They just do. And then I like Italian knives, Spanish knives, BPS, Ukraine. My point to you is this, and I want you to understand this. I say often, I'm not the QVC. I'm not. That's why I do my videos the way that I do. I show you the knife work. You make the choice. Now, people say, Scal, if it ain't made in America, I ain't buying it. 1,000% respect that. 1,000%. DJ Horn's that way. I know for a time Shane Gables was that way. I know that a lot of guys are that way, and I respect that 100%. I want you to know that I do. But I want you to listen, and I want you to listen really, really clear, because I'm not going to mince words, but at the same time, this is not meant to be argumentative. Everybody knows that my whole speech, the whole vets and police and addicts, is as much a part of this channel as any of it. Whether you agree with it, whether you don't, those are my calls as the addict. I'm an addict. Have been for 30 years. When I quit drugs 3 years ago, I made up in my heart that I was not going to justify anything. And you can only understand that if you're an addict. And I'm not talking about, oh, I'm addicted still. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about an addiction that's detrimental to your health, to your family, to those around you. When I was in drugs, I justified everything. When I quit drugs, I swore, I made a promise to myself that I would never again, purposely, consciously, justify anything I do. That's not arrogant. That's a promise to myself not to put myself in a spot where I'm on my back foot. Do I show Chinese knives on this channel? Yes, sure do. Rosecraft's one. I want you to listen to this part. I am an American worker, okay? I pay my taxes. I go to work every day. I hope you choose to watch this channel, but if you don't, because of what I'm about to say, I respect it, the decision, and I respect you. Nobody on this planet, not my mom, not my dad, not Megatron, not you, not anybody else, is going to tell me what I can show. Why? Here's why. Remember the whole spiel about me working? If every single one of you unsubscribed right now, it would break my heart, because I put my heart and soul into this channel. I'm not going to sit here and go, I don't care. Nothing shows how much you care, or shows more how much you care, than saying I don't care. I do care. That's why I work hard. That's why we're having this conversation. But at the end of the day, tomorrow morning at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, old Scab's legs will swing off that bay, Lord willing. They'll hit the ground, and I'll stand up. At 4:32, because it takes about that long, and I'm not playing, I'll make my way down the hall, and I'll get ready. And by 6:45, I'll be on the job site. That pays my bills. This does not. Having said that, there's a reason that I show Chinese knives. There's a reason that I'm even making this, because just like you, I go to work. This channel will not tell anyone what they can do with their money. Not a damn thing. Now, I'm not showing it to you for you to buy it. I'm not shoving it down your throat. I'm not giving you a sales pitch. I'm showing you the knife works. I'm going to use one example. And somebody inevitably say, well, Scab, did you hear the knife maker? He had a good point. You're giving, Chinese government, authoritarian, you're giving money to the authoritarian government. You're right. I do that here by paying my taxes. We don't do politics, religion, or her on this channel. That doesn't mean I don't have strong feelings about them. Me telling anyone what they can spend their money on would be the most hypocritical thing I could do. Now, one of the reasons I do support Rosecraft like I do has nothing to do with free knives. I've probably bought 5 to 10 Rosecrafts. Why? I like their knives. There's a man that watches this channel. I'm going to try to get through it, but I want to use him as an example. John P. Lives in Virginia. His wife's disabled, and he has an autistic son. Has some learning difficulties there. John makes $12 an hour. The only shifts he can work in Virginia, the only jobs, and he has texted me repeatedly, I'm going to apply for another job, and then inevitably, man, they're just not hiring. The only shifts he can get are 12-hour shifts. The man works a 12-hour swing shift. I believe in America. I really do. I believe in buying American-made. 90% of the knives you see on this channel for my everyday carry, etc., are American. So I'm hoping at some day, some point, that's what I'll buy. What am I supposed to tell John? Why don't you save up, John? Help the American worker, John. They're not going to. That American worker's a good dude. I met him. The American knife maker. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I like the guy a lot. He's on the show. He's not showing up to John's door and going, John, you're busting your ass. You're fighting a losing battle. So I'm gonna cut you a break on it. That shit ain't gonna happen. Well, Scab, that's not capitalism. No, but it's hypocritical, isn't it? Guys, this channel, I love. And I love you. That's I hope none of this has come across arrogantly, but I can't make you receive it like I want to hand it to you. What's my point? Let me make it quick. I respect any man who draws a paycheck. I respect any man who wants to go to work. I respect where that man or woman, God forbid we leave that out, or I'll be on the blacklist. I'll be canceled. Any man, any woman, where they spend their money. This channel will not, let me say that again. This channel will not shove a doctrine down someone's throat or shove my own beliefs down their throat because it's the American way. I live the American way every day. I bust my ass. I do the best I can. I'm not about to tell somebody they can't buy a knife from a country. Do I wish China would fold? You damn right. I wish it would collapse tomorrow. And that might hurt me with some of these knife companies. That's fine. I'd sleep well and never, ever lose an ounce of sleep over it. But you listen to me. I will not tell somebody where they can buy a knife or that they should just save up to get a knife. Or, Scab, there's plenty cheap American brands. Yeah, man or woman shouldn't have to buy less or spend less on a shitty product. Maybe in the middle of all this, help the American worker. Maybe we can really help some American workers. That's the whole point behind the knife making and design challenge, because we're probably going to have to keep the knife making in the States. I'll go broke trying to ship across the globe. I'm not doing that. Maybe that can change somebody's life. So I don't want to hear I'm anti-American. That's fucking horseshit. I'm pro-American. I believe in it. But I also believe in the right of every man and every woman to make the purchasing decision they choose to do. There's no arguing this. You can put you disagree all you want, because I'm not coming at it from a right or wrong standpoint. I'm just telling you how I feel. That being said, man, I love y'all. Probably some blowback. I'm good with it. I'm built for it. But I still love you. God bless you. I hope he does. I'm Scab. You're Knight. Man, you guys have a good night, and please understand that I love you.